Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I am Shu. I haven't uploaded on my channel in a while because I am now sort of on a journey to a minimalist lifestyle. I want to be content with everything that I have already in my collection, and I am pursuing a simplified life, if that makes sense. I never knew that this day was going to come, but I am over with buying new makeup releases all the time. I no longer want to keep up with all of these new makeup releases, nor focus on gaining a lot of the experiences either. I feel like I want to be in a state where I am content with things in my life and not pursuing more and more things to add on to my life. I like the mundane life right now of having to drive to work, working my sad graphic design job where I'm, not getting paid as much, but I am able to make my own time with my job. So there is like good and the bad side of everything, right? So I'm happy and content, more so by having less things, if that makes sense. I know I used to showcase a lot of my eyeshadow palettes collection, a lot of my makeup collection, and just showcasing that on my channel just makes me feel empty in a way. I am not satisfied with my collection. Like, the more I have, the less I feel satisfied, if that makes sense. And so I have been binge watching a lot of the minimal YouTube videos here on the other side of the YouTube world, the less materialistic world, and I'm finding joy in that. I'm finding joy in contentment, owning less, saving more money in the long run, investing more to save for the future, not hoarding material goods. Because I know I'm gonna say something morbid, but at the end of your lifespan, you're not going to take anything with you. We come into this world basically naked, so we're gonna leave the world the same. And I have been reading a lot of the minimalist books as well, reading a lot of the minimalist threads on Reddit, and essentially discovering more minimalist YouTubers. And my mindset definitely shifted a lot this year. At the beginning of January of 2024, I told myself that I am going to be content with everything that I have in my specifically makeup collection already. I want to be satisfied with my clothing choices. I did purchase here and there new clothing pieces for my vacation and whatnot. I had to get a couple of new dresses for the wedding that I'm attending next month. But I am focused now on things that if I need to spend money on it, I will spend money on it, not on just frivolous things like buying new makeup releases all the time to showcase it on my channel, to promote it for you guys to purchase, and tell you guys to waste money on those items. It doesn't make sense to me anymore. So I have a total different mindset shift now, and also I've been feeling overwhelmed lately on new makeup releases. I don't know about you guys, but I felt really overwhelmed and kind of burned out in a way in keeping up with the Joneses, with accumulating more and more things. Instead of getting a chance to use my things, I'm just accumulating things off camera. And having an OCD personality doesn't help either, because I want everything to be perfect and everything. So that's another reason why I haven't uploaded on my channel, because every time I relook at my footages, I'm not happy with it. And this is like my maybe 7th time filming on this topic and I'm still not happy. So anyways, here we are, and I'm definitely going to be uploading this one. Besides talking about my journey to becoming more of a minimalist, I want to share some tips with you guys. There are a lot of tips here on minimalism, but I don't know if this video might help for some people out there, because I used to be obsessed with new makeup releases, and it takes a lot of mental stability. It takes a powerful mindset shift as well. It is a habit that I created for myself, especially this year, telling myself that, hey Shu, you really don't need that new eyeshadow palette. You really don't need that new lipstick. You really don't need that new perfume, etc. Whatever it might be. It is a mindset shift and a habit that I'm creating for myself to live a more content and minimalist lifestyle. So my favorite book to read and reread is Goodbye Things by Fumio Sasaki. I don't think I'll ever become like a monk, like because I'm a Buddhist. My religion, I am a bad Buddhist, but with monk-like lifestyle, you pretty much own nothing, and I don't think I'll ever get to that stage. I don't think so, but he got rid of a lot of his possessions to help his, I guess, mental stability, and he definitely gave more than 55 tips in this book. If you have ever read it, I'm sure most of you guys who are not into materialistic lifestyle, and or if you're trying to pursue a minimalist lifestyle, you probably come across this book already. But I jot down 10 tips to share with you guys, and I want to talk briefly about them. So number 1, our things are like roommates, except we pay their rent. And I can relate to this because I have accumulated a lot of makeup products that's basically taken up a lot of my space, and I don't pay for the rent per se, but it is creating a clutter physically and mentally. I am a very organized person, so I do like to have my space neat and tidy for the most part, but I know I can get rid of more things to create more space in my personal living space area, especially because I'm just working with a little tight office corner as of right now, and I'm happy with the layout, but I feel like there's a lot of things that I can put away to create more of breathable space. So going forward, I do want to declutter more things and simplify my lifestyle so that I can have more time efficiency. In owning less means making less decisions, if that makes sense. So number 2, organizing is not minimizing. And if you were to ask my boyfriend how many times I have reorganized and organized my makeup collection, he'll be the first to tell you. But I really do reorganize my makeup collection quite a lot of times because I feel like I have too much, and sometimes I have to shuffle through my products to find the one that I'm looking for. So I definitely need to minimize. Number 3, our homes aren't museums. They don't need collections. And this speaks so loudly to me because I have a huge makeup collection and my clothing pieces are also drastically huge. I feel like I can get rid of more clothing pieces that I don't wear either, but I have this feeling of what if I need it in the future. So I keep a lot of the pieces that I don't normally wear, but I can do better. I can definitely do better. Number 4, let go of the idea of someday. So this is what I'm talking about. I feel like it's so hard because I'm like, okay, someday I think I'll use this item, someday I might be using this dress or whatever for whatever occasion it may be. I have to let that idea go, and it is a slow progress, but a progress nonetheless. Number 5, don't get hung up on the prices that you initially paid. So it's like a sunk cost fallacy sort of saying. I have this problem of wanting to use up an item if I paid for it, but you know, like the money is already gone. So right now with eyeshadow palettes, for example, I don't think about the sunk cost fallacy anymore. I'm just dedicated to freeing up my space, and with that thought in mind, I am able to let those eyeshadows go. Number 6, differentiate between things you want and things you need. And I feel like this is a very, very tricky thing to think about, because we don't need, as human beings, we don't need a lot of things, but we do want a lot of things. And I've been trying to avoid looking at new makeup releases or new clothing pieces, especially the weather is transitioning. I am just trying to avoid them, because if I do see it, and I feel like if I see it quite often, it will become as a want. And I don't necessarily need those items, but because I see it so often, that it will prompt me to want to own the item. So I avoid looking at new makeup releases at all costs. And sometimes it triggers me, but then I will catch myself being triggered, and then I will be like, okay, Shu, enough of social media today, just enough. Number 7, if you lost it, would you buy it again? And for me, I used to be obsessed with a lot of my possessions. I take care of my things really, really well. Well, not as well as my boyfriend, but I do take care of my products, and I keep my makeup collection as neat as possible. So if all of my makeup products were to be thrown inside a fire or something, I definitely have ones that I will truly repurchase and just keep those ones. So I have a gist of what I like and what I don't like. Number 8, discarding something takes skill, and I agree with that 100%. Nobody is born with the skill to discard things, and especially being born with parents who are also hoarders, they have such difficult time growing up with them. They keep literally everything. They hate discarding anything. My mom still to this day hold on to really old things that she doesn't even use, and I don't know, nobody teaches anybody to discard things. I guess if you are in middle class or if you're poor, you can kind of relate to hold on to things and not, I think most of us hold on to things. We hold on to our memories, we hold on to material things, and it is something like, especially with material things, is something that we have control over. So for me personally, I like to control things at times, and if my life is out of control, I need to have physical things to control over, which is kind of sad, but discarding definitely takes skills. Number 9, don't buy it because it's cheap. Don't take it because it's free. I used to love free stuff. I think I still do right now, because I'm part of this influencer program where I do get to pick certain things that I want for free, but I have been letting go of those free items by rehoming them or reselling them. I've been giving it away, and it feels great to either resell or re-gift the items that were brought in my life for free to go to the right individual that needs that specific item. Number 10, final advice is don't think, discard. And I tend to overthink on everything. I am definitely an overthinker. I always like to save things for the future as well. So I gotta change that mindset. And I gotta stop thinking when I'm letting go of anything in my life. I feel like as you get older, you don't necessarily need to focus on accumulating material goods. And I used to be obsessed with collecting designer bags and beautiful heels that I can never wear, or even with eyeshadow palettes. There are some color stories that I will never ever wear in real life. So, you know, once I snap out of that mindset of having to want to own everything, I feel free right now. And I want to focus this channel specifically for minimal lifestyle and simple lifestyle. If you guys are in the same journey as I am, and if you want to follow me along on this journey, not a sprint, please make sure to like this video and subscribe. No pressure there, it's free to subscribe. I hope that this video inspires you to look at your things differently. So minimalism is definitely nothing new, but I am happy that my mindset has shifted drastically at the beginning of this year, and I hope going forward with my future videos that I will be uploading more about contentment and simple living and less focus on overconsumption. Let's not be part of the problem. Let's stray away from it and be content with everything that you have in your possession. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.